Hi friends, we have a new setup right now, so I'm gonna try my best, but we're running late as per usual. We are headed to Sharp Shopper for a few discounted items. We are right at that 40 to 50 mark. I don't know if I can stay under 50 because it is, as we like to say, slim pickings in my house right now. So we really just need some core items like meat. We have almost gone through all the venison that we received. So I don't know, maybe some chicken, maybe some fish, but my husband loves red meat. So we'll see what we can find. And this time, I'm just trying my best to go clean, but I also want to support local. I find that Sharp Shopper, it's not perfect, but it gives me the ability to shop local because a lot of the farms give some of their discounted items, like things that are about to go bad, they give it to Sharp Shopper and all these discount stores in the county that I'm in, which is really awesome. So it just gives me that ability to shop local, but also at a discount. So in my mind, I'm semi-supporting local farms, but we're going to see what we can get. We have a few recipes to share that I've collected throughout the last week here, and I wanted to share some of those with you as like a meal prep. And then I have these knives that I'm going to try out. My husband and I haven't had new knives in, I don't know, a very long time. We bought them in PA before we moved to Colorado, so maybe 16, 17 years, and we've been using the same knives. So we got some new ones. I'm super excited to test them out, and I think that's it. So let's try and go to Sharp Shopper. I am gonna try and film in there. I'm just gonna put the camera down like in the car and see what we can do. I do have 3 children with me. So if you're new here, hi, hello. Long-winded intro. My name is Tori. I like to share how I personally save money as a mom to 4 and just general human in this economy that we're in right now. So if you like that kind of thing, definitely hit the subscribe button, give this video the thumbs up and share it, all those things, and let's get on the road and get to Sharp Shopper. Alrighty, so here are some carts in the front, and they always have reduced things on them, like extremely reduced. We had the baby asleep for like 20 seconds, and Delilah wanted to show you her cool pen. I'm always shocked at the amount of soda here, but I don't know. I'm not judging anybody. I got a few of these like tea drinks, 0 sugar. I don't know. Wanted to try them out. And then this is the unenriched pasta that I get. 99 cents a bag. You can get spaghetti, macaroni, noodles, penne sometimes. I don't know. And then they do have rice, but a lot of it is enriched. So that's why I don't get that. If you haven't looked into enriched flour, definitely look into it and the relationship to different gene mutations. Okay, we are home. We spent $51 and we did get a coloring book, so that kind of set us over, but that's okay. I'm proud to say the most expensive single item that we got was this bag of Macintosh apples, and that was $3.99. And then the next thing was $3.70, and that was Sharp American Cooper cheese. So we got that. We got some bacon. I believe this was $1.99, which is pretty good. It's the Greenfield Natural Meat Company. Not perfect, but pretty decent. The Land O'Lakes medium cheddar cheese was $1.19. And then the extra sharp, honestly didn't know that they made cheese. I knew they had dairy products, but yeah, I was concerned it would be less than 8 ounces, but it's not, so go us. Anyways, cucumber for 59 cents. The Southern Fried Chicken Breast, this is the fresh, but they had it in the frozen. This was $1.19, which is good because I feel like this is pricey in store and you don't get a lot. So got that for my husband. I got these old Wisconsins for my husband. Not perfect here. This whole bag was $2.99. So I thought that would be good for him to keep in his car so he can eat at work. Daisy sour cream. That was a little over $2. The Phillips sweet and spicy shrimp dip I thought would be nice for some pita chips or whatever on the side. 99 cents. Roasted garlic and herb, fresh pork tenderloin. I'm trying to read the receipt back here and tell you the prices, but some of them I have remembered. $2.99 for that. Cauliflower, real chicken, a big dill, Dill flavored chicken bites is what these are. They were $1.99. Stony Field organic, 0 added sugar, blueberry apple carrot. They were either $1.49, maybe 99 cents. I don't know. They were under $2. So I got 2 packs of those. I got the Annie's cookie bites. I didn't want to get them, but I did. I believe they were either $1.99 or $2.99. I can't find it here. They did the receipt differently. Anyways, King Arthur Baking Company, the unbleached all-purpose flour. I was trying to get the big 50-pound bag because that was on sale, but they were all out. So the King Arthur, for me, I feel like is normally $5.99, $6.99, depending on where I go, and this was $2.99. So I got 2 of these. Expiration date is July 26, 26. I'm going to use these, but if I were to make them a little bit more shelf-stable, I would put them in Mylar and then put an oxygen absorber in there, or you could put them in large jars, large masons, and then suck the air out of it. I have a device that does that. It's linked down there. I'm sure you guys have seen it before. I wanted something at night that I could have, just, I don't know, like a little mocktail. So I got sparkling blueberry lemonade. This is pretty decent. They use organic cane sugar. There's 4 cans in here, and this was 99 cents. But there's natural flavors, so not perfect, but whatever. And then the Boom Chicka Pop dark chocolate. I got this last time, and I didn't want to get it again, but my husband really liked it, so got that. 3 for $1 on these Waves white peach tea mango, and then there was a black tea with orange. Got all 3. The Old Farmers Tea Company iced tea with sunrise peach. This is my favorite, and that was 99 cents. I got the Alexia organic crinkle cut fries for something for dinner. I don't know. We'll do probably just like these with the dill flavored chicken bites at some point. The 4 cheese ravioli was $1.99, and I'm just going to make lasagna. So I'm going to do 4 cheese ravioli, a little bit of ricotta. This was $2.19. I have sauce in the freezer, and I have venison, so we'll make kind of like a lasagna situation. I do have these Annie's crescent rolls. They were 99 cents, and I have pulled chicken, carrots, and potatoes. So what I was thinking is, let me just sidebar you here. What I was thinking is we could, I did the rotisserie chicken, and then I got the broth. So we'll make like a pot pie. And then instead of the pastry crust, we're going to do the croissant rolls on top. We're just going to like lay them out in their triangles. I don't know. Good Health veggie chips, 3 for $1. Always a steal. Already got into them. And then we needed green beans. These were 79 cents. We needed olives. We didn't need it, but I really enjoy eating olives just out of the jar. That was 99 cents. And then for the husband, Tate's Bake Shop soft baked, 99 cents. And then said coloring book. I don't know where it is, but we did pretty good. $51 for a family of 6. And honestly, these are just like little snacky treats here and there with some core items. So I don't know. I feel like we did pretty good, but let me get some things put together and then I'm going to sit and chat with you. Alrighty, so I had a request to share more lunches, but honestly, it's a lot of leftovers and like little charcuterie plates, if you want to call it that for me. So like cheese, meat, and something pickled, and then I try and do like a nut or a seed, like pumpkin seeds or walnuts. But for the girls and Mace now, we just do little quesadillas with cheese. We do cucumbers, the veggie chips, fruit. I mean, this is basically what we have every day. We usually have some sort of like almond bread sandwich or something sometimes, but yeah, eggs for breakfast. I've discussed that before. I wish I could say we're more, I don't know, adventurous, but sometimes we make, like sushi bowls. I make a lot of salad. I really love salad, and I love adding roasted potatoes to the salad and protein just to really bulk it up, and then that will keep me pretty full. If we are snacking, it's going to be on fruit, and I feel like that does really help us with our budget, but that's just me. All right, and I'm going to try and get this out live, but the other day, I of course ignored this person, but they were going like, I don't know if it was a bot or a male or a female, but they were going like rapid fire on a lot of my videos, just commenting negative things. So I couldn't even catch up with it. Eventually I blocked them, but one comment stuck with me, and it was basically like you're depriving, essentially the gist of it is I'm depriving my children of like a classic childhood by not allowing certain items or certain things, certain experiences. And then I'm assuming it's a woman because that's generally where I get the most hate, unfortunately. But she mentioned water, because in 2 videos back, I say we drink mainly water. I drink tea and coffee, of course, and the kids drink milk and water. Sometimes we do like a splash of cider in their water, and that was what it was, you know, like basically I'm not allowing them to have like sugary drinks, which to me, I can laugh inside because that's like such an obscure like way of thinking. And I'm not hating on you if you give your kids sugary drinks, but saying that I'm in the wrong is wild thinking. But regardless, I don't think that they are missing out on experiences. Also, I don't share my entire life on the internet, so there's a lot of things that we do that you may not see. But I don't know. I guess I'm talking to this specific person and they're blocked. But if you're ever thinking it, I guess it's my time to like get on here and kind of defend myself here. I grew up with like a classic childhood. I would say we ate like processed foods here and there, fast food here and there. And, you know, I would never say that my parents were in the wrong. You know, I just think that we focus so much more on ingredients now because we're aware of the data. And a lot of people say in small increments will not bother anybody. But the problem is the toxin load that we face is so much greater than what it was even 10 years ago. And our bodies just were not made to detoxify from foods, air, water, soil, and, you know, and media, you know, our minds either. So not to sound like a broken record, but it's, I don't know, I guess what am I doing? It's incredibly frustrating to see that comment. So, okay, what I was basically saying is it's incredibly frustrating, not for me, because I know that I'm trying my best as a mom, and I just don't see how we're in the wrong here, but it's incredibly frustrating to kind of see that logic still happening in this day and age. And, you know, people that are close to me know that I'm not going to preach it if they're around, but it's something that I talk about quite frequently, but I'm not the only one. There's many people that feel this way, that, you know, our food is basically contaminated, and we're all just trying to do our best. So I don't know. I wanted to come on here and say that. And I wanted to give a segue into some of the meals that we had this week. And I wanted to show you kind of what we made out of random things that we got for free or we shopped at the discount store for. And I do have to, you know, say not everybody has a discount store. I'm aware of that, and I'm sorry. I get that comment a lot. Look out for liquidation outlets. A lot of them are up and coming. I've seen them in other states. So I don't know. Really, really double check and make sure that you don't have a grocery outlet or a liquidation store or a discount store, something like that. It would be cool if they did something online, but I feel like the shipment situation would cost money. So that's probably why they don't. But yeah, wanted to get on here and talk to you, and let's get back into the meals. All right, I wanted to share with you this knife set that I received from the brand Knife Saga. I'll have all the links in the description box for you, but I love the finish on the actual holder itself. Absolutely love that. And then the knives, we've tried them out. As you can see, they have all the classic knives on the bottom here, just some sharp ones. I do love that the scissors are included. And our old knife set, we had a sharpener, but it was like a different part of the actual block, and then it stuck right here. But here you can see that the knife sharpener is right in here. So love that. And then I'm going to put that right back here and show you the others. Again, kind of overjoyed here. We cook debatably 4 meals a day, and I always use a knife at every single meal. So it's just nice to have a good quality set. Some of these are labeled, and I have to take some of the stickers off of them, but as you can see, They're pretty much in pristine condition. We've used most of them, and we have not used them in the dishwasher. They are made to be hand washed, but I was really wondering if I could do salmon with the knife, and I'm going to show you here in a bit that you can, but I needed something that could cut through fish and then something that would withstand the test of time, because these knives are so well made, so durable. The scissors, you all know, I love a good kitchen shear. I'm a mom of 4 and I'm constantly cutting food. Instead of cutting it with a knife, I'm cutting it with scissors, and that's like my greatest mom hack of all time. I know that sounds silly, but it does save me a ton of time. As you can see, it's just sleek looking. Definitely updated. They have other colors, but you know, I'm a sucker for bringing warmth into the home, and that's what I was trying to do with the kitchen, just because everything is so white in here. And I will show you in a bit here how they work, because again, very impressed with the durability. We are doing a bit of meal prep, and I like to do these and put them in the freezer, but we just do flour tortillas, shredded rotisserie chicken, pepper jack, and buffalo. And then I just have a station set up here, and we can have them for the day. And then I also take the bones and roast those down and make some bone broth for later, but super easy to do. Also making some banana bread with some brown bananas, Greek yogurt, a little bit of these peanut butter chips we got on sale. And then we'll do a glaze on top of that. But I'm going to take you along and show you some of these easy meal preps that are on a budget, and you could go to your pantry and grab some of these staples and make them into the food, or you could get to the store and find a lot of these ingredients for a very low cost. I was trying to show you a wide range of things that this cuts through. So meal prepping, I do probably 3 times a week. It's not a once a week type of situation. I'm always cutting something. So we have cucumbers there and cheese. I'm showing you to flip your knife and push your product so you don't dull your knife on your bamboo cutting boards. Really easily cuts through quesadillas and whatnot. I knew that wouldn't be an issue. I was just concerned about like fish and meat and whatnot. We do have a lot of venison, and this is the venison backstrap that we really like. And we like to cut it thin because it's just a quick cook on the stovetop or the grill, just because we like it a little medium rare, I don't know. But as you can see, it cut through there with ease, and then it cuts that fat part off the back really easily. If you've never had venison backstrap, I suggest pairing it with some creamy pasta. I put some blue cheese crumbles on there and asparagus. Holy cow. It was so yummy. This is definitely a treat for us. We don't always have the venison steak in the freezer. Typically it's the ground, but that's okay. And then next up this week, we did like a chicken pot pie, if you will. We took those croissants, we cut thin strips, and then I rolled them into little, I don't know what you want to call these, little snail shapes. And then in there, it was just some chicken and carrots and potatoes. If you don't have chicken, use white beans and cut your cost. And then we also do big salads. So I have spinach in here, tomato, apple, cucumber, cheese, roasted potato, and then a homemade vinaigrette. And everybody likes it. Honestly, the kids really do enjoy the potato being in the salad, and I think that's what sells it to them. So I hope this gave you some inspiration to shop on the cheap and get your home prepared in any way you can. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I'll catch you soon. Bye, y'all.